Russia-Ukraine war latest news. Why has Russia been so slow to react to the raid in Ukraine? A week-long Ukrainian border invasion caught Moscow and even Kyiv's allies by surprise, and Russian soldiers have begun slowly responding, according to 3 U.S. officials. Seizing communities and capturing Russian troops prisoner, Ukrainian army stormed across the thinly defended border northeast of Kyiv last week. According to a U.S. official, the Ukrainians did not notify either the White House or the Pentagon before their invasion, despite receiving over $55 billion in supplies from the Pentagon since Russia's invasion in February 2022. Vladimir Putin, Russia's president, has placed the responsibility on Ukraine's friends for the humiliating security breach. During a national security meeting in Moscow on Monday, he stated, "It looks that the adversary, with the backing of their Western allies, is executing its commands, and the West is employing Ukrainians as proxy in this conflict. The other side appears to be trying to shore up their bargaining position going forward," he chimed in. Russian Federation establishes new front in conflict with Ukraine. Is Russia winning the fight against Ukraine? Russia wasn't prepared and has been quiet at first. Russian forces may be overly reliant on artillery in their attempts to repel the Ukrainians, according to 3 unnamed U.S. officials. These officials did not have the authority to comment publicly about the situation. According to one of the officials, the Russian military does not have enough rapid response units to handle emergencies, in contrast to the Pentagon, which educates and equips its troops to respond swiftly. The 82nd Airborne Division of the United States Army, for instance, can complete forcible entrance missions worldwide in under 18 hours. The division is ready to send out more troops within the next 4 days. Russian forces have used millions of artillery shells to bombard the front lines in eastern and southern Ukraine since Putin's invasion over 900 days ago, but according to 2 officials, Moscow is unwilling to deploy heavy artillery shelling to drive the Ukrainians out of Kursk. The unwillingness to launch attacks on its own towns, according to officials, could be contributing factors. Since the Russian artillery has been firing non-stop during the fierce combat in eastern Ukraine, they may be out of ammo. According to a second official, Russia has started deploying troops to combat the Ukrainian forces that have taken over as much as 1,000 square kilometers in Kursk. Russian officials aren't entirely sure of the Ukrainians' intentions, which is one reason for the sluggish reaction. One official speculated that the capture of Russian servicemen for possible use in a prisoner swap could be one of the reasons behind Ukraine's attack. Prisoner swaps have allowed almost 3,000 Ukrainians to return home, although the exact number of POWs held by either side remains unknown. Today, we are making good progress toward our strategic objective in Kursk. We have also greatly restored the exchange fund for our state, Zelensky announced on Wednesday night. The Kursk Gambit has boosted Ukrainian morale despite the depressing impasse that has caused the country to suffer little but devastating setbacks in the past few months. An account of their conversation indicates that on Wednesday, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin had a conversation with his Ukrainian counterpart, Defense Minister Rustem Umerov. In a statement, Pentagon Press Secretary Major General Pat Ryder stated, Minister Umerov delivered an update on combat dynamics, as well as the impact of Russia's continuous attacks in Ukraine.